Yeah, we're cool.
Okay. All right, everybody. We are live again. Dynasty Mirror Search for Uhuru. Thank you so much for joining. It really means a lot as we do before we get started. Just want to give gratitude on how thankful we are for you guys, for all of you who support us, who are joining us today, who have
Thank
joined
you.
us in the past, who are a part of our Care Bars business. We really like to thank you. It really means a lot. Thank you so much because you could be somewhere else, but you are here with us. Make sure you go to dynastymirror.com. Make sure you go to dynastymirror.com. If you guys see the banner, the ticker that's streaming on the bottom, make sure you go visit. Also, make sure you go to Care Bars, my affiliate link. So, my affiliate link, and we're going to get into Care Bars here during the discussion today, but make sure you go to Care Bars, the link, my affiliate link in the chat room. Click on the affiliate link, sign up as an affiliate. It will also be in the description and it's on the screen. Sign up as an affiliate. I will personally call you and we will get you guys up and running and up and cracking. Today's topic, well, let me introduce my brother, Fitzgerald Stephens. Brother Stephens, thank you so much for joining. You know, my mentor, my brother, confidant. I mean, whatever you want to call it. That's there he is in the flesh. Everybody.
Well, thank you for the kind words, Prince. But our mentorship go both ways, my friend.
True. But
Thank you.
I definitely look up to you, Fitzgerald, or you wouldn't be on here
Well, thank
every
you.
day.
I kind of
Yeah,
understand.
yeah. We've been friends now. Shoot, 13 years, about 13 years now. So that that tells you something right there. So today's topic, I wanted to Mayor Bottoms here in Atlanta, she extended the eviction and cutoff orders. So I want to touch on that, and then I want to touch on Delta is pretty much giving you the option to either retire early or take a buyout. So what does that mean? Now, as far as the eviction and cutoff orders, and I'm going to pull up the article here shortly. You guys have to understand that bill is still going to come due. I mean, it got extended, as far as Georgia Power and your landlord. In fact, it's weird. In fact, you know what? It's weird, Fitzgerald, because another restaurant, I gotta look this up. Another restaurant here in Atlanta closed down, and it's because they couldn't come to terms as far as the lease for their restaurant. Or I think the landlord wanted their money for the past 2 months that they've been closed. And I want to look that up real quick because I was reading that this morning, and so I'm trying to figure out as far as these eviction notices, is it for non-resident? Is it for just residential, or does that include businesses as well? Because I know businesses is kind of, from what I'm seeing, landlords are kind of enforcing like, look, y'all need to pay up. So I want to look up that as well. Here we go. I think I found it. Here we go. Micro food hall. Let me read this, you guys. Micro food hall. The canteen closes its doors on 5th Street. Lack of rent relief during the COVID-19 pandemic forces the canteen and its food stalls, Fred Meat and Bread, Yala, and TGM Soup Company, to close in Midtown. So it's weird because I don't know if this also goes for commercial businesses, but I mean these landlords that own these commercial facilities, they're like, look, y'all still need to pay up. I don't care, Fitzgerald. That's what's going on. So the canteen, which features the Square Bar and outpost of Mediterranean food stall Yala, Fred's Meat and Bread, Burger and Sandwich Stall, and TGM Soup Company, is permanently closed on 5th Street in Midtown. That's near Georgia Tech. The food hall, owned by the Canteen LLC, made up of Jennifer and Ben Johnson, Shelly Sweet, and Chef Todd Ginsburg, is part of Rye Restaurants Group that includes restaurants like Woods, Chapel Barbecue, and the General Muir. The closure of the 3-year-old food hall is due to an unrecoverable loss in revenue and lack of rent relief stemming from the ongoing COVID-19 pandemic,
Okay.
according to Jennifer Johnson. The canteen temporarily closed in March as the city and statewide COVID-19 shutdowns began. Eater Atlanta received 2 tips late last week claiming furniture and equipment had been removed from the property. When finally reached for comment, Jennifer Johnson confirmed the closure to Eater in an email, describing the canteen as a break-even operation that relied on foot traffic generated by Georgia Tech and the surrounding businesses within Tech Square. The campus and most of the offices in the area continue to remain closed. The Fred's kiosk located at the Mercedes-Benz Stadium was run out of the kitchen at the canteen. The stadium is closed through at least the end of the month per Georgia Governor Brian Kemp's statewide order. Documents provided to Eater by Johnson seem to show attempts by the partner starting in late March to work out an arrangement with the landlord on some form of rent relief for the Midtown Food Hall during its closure. The landlord began pursuing legal action, last week of nearly $20,000 in back rent owed for April and May on the canteen. Now, Fitzgerald,
$10,000 a month rent.
Well, I'm sorry. I guess
he's 2 months behind, and so he's suing back rent. Not unless his business got in a little trouble prior to this, but he wants $20,000 in back rent.
Back rent owed for April and May. So
okay, $10,000 a month. That's what you telling me this cat's charging him.
Yeah. But see, they have a food hall, so they have like 4 different restaurants in this I guess this area. So in this facility, so I'm thinking it's like $2,500 a month per restaurant, I guess. According to Johnson, the dispute has since been settled, and they have agreed to turn over the property to the landlord by end of May. While the canteen partners say they understand emergency rent forbearance wasn't part of the terms of the current lease.
Say that again. Hold on.
While the canteen partners say they understand emergency rent forbearance wasn't part of the terms of their current lease.
Okay, let me do a little translation of that.
Go ahead.
That means that if they don't have legal ramifications to protect them from your creditors coming after you, your landlords coming after, that's what they're going to do. I read about like one thing, that stimulus, they left a little loophole out of that. That if you like have like debts, they can seize your stimulus checks. You have certain things because they didn't factor those in, and so it's some rather heartless cats out there. Maybe they wouldn't say, maybe they would say, Fitzgerald, we're not heartless at all. We just got to get our revenue just like you would. Oh, okay, I can agree with that. And so if you don't have any protections, legal protections, they can come forward. Hey, we need our money. So what? This happened. I understand. I hate that's happening. It's happening to me because I have someone I have to pay. I personally know a business owner like that. And so he's saying his landlord, even though he's a multi-millionaire, no, he's just like, okay, well, all right, I want my rent. I don't care what's going on. Even though he could defer it, and so you have to look at, you have to look at cash flow in the event of crisis. Cash flow that's not dependent upon, just one revenue, one source, because that's what the end of everyone's grabbing at, Diane. And it's only going to get stronger. Now, isn't it interesting? Now, if you're like one of the gargantua banks, if you want to gargantua business, if you are friends with the current political administration right now, you're getting $27 million loans. You're bouncing back. Your business is operating just fine. You're able to get the necessarily business stimulus. But as you pointed out about maybe less than a month ago, Prince, that the small business fund for like $347 billion that you said that has ran out of money. You said that, so a lot of those businesses really got left out. So the way I'm seeing the structure, it seems to be political, right? Politicians and their friends, and their friends are mostly big corporation, because those are the ones you have to understand. As long as they have these lobbyists up there and they give these political the political donations, which is a fancy way for saying a bribe, and long as they have corporations that can give to politics and huge large sums, they can sway that politician. They can sway him, and so they can write legislation that's favorable to them. Now, if you're the smaller business, which a lot of businesses around the world are built upon, that's the backbone of this nation's economy. Well, if you don't have a several $100,000 or attorneys to go up on Capitol Hill or go into your particular capital, wherever your country are, you're going to get left out. And so the small businesses, they get left out, or they get not should I say, let me correct that, not necessarily left out. After the big businesses get theirs, they get left what's remaining.
Right.
Then after the small business, then you go to like the private homeowners, and some people, many people. I remember when I lived in Buffalo, New York, there was many people actually ran their businesses out their home, like cottage type industries. So their business and home were one and the same. So if they lost that business, guess what's happening to the home? And so we're seeing a crew, the face that is capitalism and dog eat dog really come out, and so unfortunately people are going to lose a lot. I know what it is to lose a business. I know what that does to you, and I know what it is when you don't have enough cash flow. And I know what it is when people are not working with you. It just give you a little time where you could actually spend out of that. But I know what it is. I know what it is for someone literally to want your property, and they have you like in a vice grip. They're not, I'm not going to work at you, because you better believe that person who's telling, hey, we're starting eviction notice. I dang near promise to guarantee you, Diane Samir, that man has someone else lined up to take that space.
Of course.
I mean, in Midtown around Georgia Tech and Fifth Street, that's prime real estate, my man.
Oh yeah.
No, that's prime real estate. So you better believe it's not going to sit empty. And guess what? He'll probably charge him more than little 20,000 for the 4 location. He'll probably, what if he go up 4,000 per location and can get it? So with a long-term lease, man. So you gotta realize that's the way the game is played. As my grandfather, Arthur Stanford, would often tell me, he'd say, you got to have something that backs people up off of you. He was speaking about 2 things. He was speaking about money and pistols. Hey, I kid you not, man. Yeah, that's what, and I believe in that philosophy. He was speaking about money and pistol. You got to have something to back people up off of you in the event that it comes down to that. So you need cash flow, and you need to arm yourself. I mean, it's no other way around that, because you can't depend upon the niceties of people. You can't depend on people just always being nice to you. Now that happens. But it's not the business. People want their money, and any way they can grab it, they're going to do it. That's my take on that.
Okay, I'm just posting the link on LinkedIn and making sure I put it up on Facebook. Let me finish this article too. Let's see here. We have agreed with the canteen's landlord to vacate the space rather than proceed to litigation over rent we cannot pay right now. The canteen will be closing for good, Johnson says in an email. The partner reportedly applied for an economic injury disaster loan under the U.S. Small Business Administration for the canteen. The emergency loan provides small businesses within declared disaster areas like Georgia with money to continue operating and to help pay necessary expenses while recovering. Those funds have yet to be received. However, they did not apply for emergency funding under the Payroll Protection Program due to the complicated nature and stipulations regarding that loan's forgiveness terms. Wow.
Yeah. I wonder how many people that business employs.
Oh, yeah.
That even when the coronavirus out, once that company's gone, they're going to go find other jobs. See, this thing has incredible economic fallout. It really.
And for sure, not to cut you off, and then you got the vendors that were servicing these restaurants.
Forgot about them.
I mean, how you're right. Just the chain reaction, how everything's connected. Because I guarantee you, Cintas, the company to work for, if we don't service them for facility services, I'm pretty sure we might be doing first aid and safety in there. If we're not doing that, I'm pretty sure we're doing fire and protection. I'm almost positive we have some type of business in that facility working with those companies. I guarantee you. So it's just Coke. I'm pretty sure they're using Coke, probably U.S. Foods, Cisco, um, Cintas. So everyone's affected by all this.
Yeah, but the companies you just rattled off, Dynas, are Fortune 300 companies.
True.
All four of those, they're going to be fine. You know, I mean, their cash flow is hampered a little bit, man, but they can pull all over the world. I mean, you know, literally, those are all Fortune 300 companies that you just named. They're going to be fine. What about the smaller in the seat? What about the smaller people in that? What about the, you know, oh gosh, man. I mean, the ramifications is so sad, you know, that it's really gonna affect so many people. And so there are those who simply didn't prepare. There are those that thought, you know, hey, the climate is still good, you know. I'm still good. I'm good. I remember, man, how many times have I heard that, Dynas, and I talk to people? I'm good. I'm good. I'm all right. I'm straight. Well, I hope you are. You know, I hope you are. But, you know, if terms and things changes, especially those things, the worst one, ladies and gentlemen, is the things out of your control. If you do something foolish on a job, or you do something foolish with any decisions you make in business or relationship wise, you know, grown men, grown women, they can take responsibility. Okay, I screwed up.
Right.
You know, I mean, you know, I dealt with that. That was on me. You know, that was totally me. I should have handled business well. I didn't. You know, I screwed up. Okay, I lost. That you can deal with easier than you can deal with like, I did everything right. I mean, I dotted my I's, crossed my T's. You know, I did everything right. You know, I showed up to work on time. I worked hard. I got my education. I worked for the promotions. I did what I was told. I came early, stayed late. You know, I worked my Saturdays. I took my phone sometime with me on vacation. Yet I'm still gone. You know, so I gave all that, and that is a very, very tough loss to take.
Hey, girl, take your phone on vacation and get an email saying your territory got cut in half.
Yeah, man. Well, yeah, I haven't got one quite that brutal, but I did get the call like, hey, Fitzgerald, hey man, sorry, I gotta let you go. So but I was anticipating it. No, I was anticipating. So I was digging in carrot bars and doing what I need to do because I saw that coming, and rightfully so. You know, when I got ill, get this illness and stuff, which I'm not really going to talk about, but I mean, I wasn't producing, Dynas. I mean, I wasn't producing. People can't pay you if you're not bringing in your check. I mean, they can't do that. I mean, I just wasn't producing. I couldn't produce. You know, I was ill, but at the end of the day, hey, you know, I was a salesman, and the rules of engagements are perfectly clear to me. You know, you don't sell, you don't stay. You know, I said that a couple times, so I'm not mad at them. I'm not mad at them all. Actually, that company gave me a very, very great opportunity. I'm thankful for it now. But you know, but I could not hold my end of the bargain. Now, I'm not going to dare get out there and say, well, you know, I gave them the best and they let me go. It was a business arrangement. But you know, I was paid to produce a certain amount of production. If I couldn't meet that, don't make a difference if I was sick. Don't make a difference if what anything I could have. I couldn't do it. I couldn't produce. I couldn't keep up my end. Now I'm a different type of man that can accept that. A lot of other people they're going to say, well, I gave you the best years of my life, or I did this and I was so loyal to you. Yeah, they was loyal to you too. They gave you a paycheck. You know, you wasn't working for free. See, I understand rules. It was up to me to figure out how to build something, put something in together. Dynas, man, when I received that phone call, dude, back in February, what is it now, 2020? I got that phone call back from New York from February 2019. back then my Carrot Bars business, man, it was like a little, maybe about maybe a little under 4,000, if not 4,000 people.
Right.
Well, and I was sitting, okay, I said, okay, go ahead and do what you have to do, because I knew I had that build up, right. I knew I had that build up going pretty good. Now that same business is going on 12,000 affiliates, because I went to work to build something so that wouldn't happen again. Or definitely I was proactive, taking strong responsibility for my future, which is what we really advocate here when we come on this stream. You can't depend upon these companies. You can't depend upon these companies to take care of you. You can't depend upon political party, whatever your status is. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't. And once you understand that, you'll be the better for it. The only thing you can really depend upon is you to take care of you and your family. That's it. You have to have mechanisms and streams of income in that's not dependent upon that system out there. So you have to have things coming in that is totally independent of that no one can take from you, that you can have your own money system. And that's all we advocate. And I'll believe that until the day I'm put in the ground. I mean, because I just understand how critical it is. No. And unfortunately, those layoffs and stories like that, that's just a small fraction. Man, that's just a small fraction. Atlanta, Kennesaw, Cobb County, Marietta, Hembry County. I know that area well. It's the same thing down here in Tampa. New Tampa, where I am. Town and Country, Wesley Chapel. These are all markets like your Midtown and things. Where you are there in Atlanta, Dynas, and you're seeing it down here. You're seeing stuff down here, man. In this God, man, it's sad. It's sad. No,
guys, make sure you hit that like button. Also, make sure you share and subscribe. Share and subscribe to the content as well. Affiliate link is in the chat room. Click on my affiliate link. Sign up as an affiliate. It's also on the screen and will be in the description. For those who watch the playback, sign up as an affiliate. I will personally call you and we'll get you up and running. All right. So I wanted to part of the show. We also were going to discuss the eviction and cutoff orders extended in Atlanta. Right. So they've been extended in Atlanta to June 30th. All right. But again, what people have to understand, that doesn't mean that once it's over, that you don't like it's gonna these bills are gonna disappear.
That's the thing. That's the critical thing. The bills are not going nowhere. Matter of fact, they're waiting for you. And they're waiting for you. And it's just like man, what's the analogy I want? It's like a vicious dog. But the only thing keeping that dog off of you is a fence. He's barking, he's growling. He just wants to come up there and tear you a new one. Well, the bills are the same way. The only thing keeping them off is these stay-home orders, or maybe the governors or the mayor saying, "Hey, we have a business shutdown order," or maybe the forbearance saying, "Hey, we're delaying your stuff. That we're delaying your stuff until give you an X amount of time." Like, say, for instance, my car, my vehicle. I just kept up cash flow. I could have paid the thing. I was still going with cash flow, but I say, well, we got coronavirus down there, and I said, no, I need to extend my payment. Hey, what's the matter, Mr. Stephens? I'm saying coronavirus. You looking at CNN? Oh yeah, we understand. we need to. We can extend you to July 19th. I say, cool. I mean, I got the money on my Carrot Bar cards and everything, and then I called up USAA. Hey, how y'all doing? Hi, Ms. Stephens, how you doing? What can we help you? Coronavirus, dog. I need some help down here right now. You guys need to go ahead and help me out with this. Oh, yes. Okay, we'll suspend it. Don't worry about it. We're not going to cancel it. And I said, Ms. Stephens, how long you going to need? How long you got? Okay, we can give you 90 days. Well, we could do that, but after the end of that, you get ready to stroke a check about $700. So what? Yeah. I said, no. Let me drop a little bit of money on that right now. The same thing with all these bills, because they're waiting for you. In the minute, so like the president or the governors or whoever in your municipality. I'm speaking primarily about the United States for now. Now, not ignoring any other country, and this is the one I'm just pretty much well abreast on. The minute they say, okay, you guys got to go back to work, that opens up that gate, and those bills going to be all on you. And they're going to say, and they're going to say, well, some will give payment plans. Great. Some will, some won't. And but nevertheless, they're going to want all their money and all that back stuff. Even if they waive the fees and stuff like that, they're going to still want their missing payments. Dynas, am I overzealous with this? Am I?
You're right.
And then meanwhile, you got some businesses they ain't interested in working at all. Man, you turn that water on, water bill money. You often tell about Georgia Power. It's the same down here. You burn that light. Yeah. Well, we want our money too. Grocery store. You guys hear me talk about Publix, where I go to a lot. And hey, you getting that food? Yeah. You got my $112? Yeah. I mean, it's not. It's so. Man, my heart goes out, and and it's just me. It's just me. I'm I just responsible for me. I no children, anything like that. And I feel the financial thing like that. I have to be on my P's and Q's, to make sure that I'm really building and stuff. So it's only going to get worse. And okay, that's the problem. What's the solution? Glad you asked.
Right.
Still residual income. Let's get busy right the heck now and building us a residual income. How are we going to do that? Let's start by building a gold business through Carrot Bars. What is Carrot Bars? Carrot Bars is the largest distributor of small gram gold increments anywhere in the world. When we say small gram gold increments, do a little show and tell. This is like 0.1 gram of gold. We call this product cash gold because the cash is literally in the gold. What you see in that 10 right there, that is 0.1 gram of gold. Okay, so gold is money. Now, we also can deal with something like this. That is 1 gram of gold, right in this little card right here. Gold is money. I also can get this in 2.5 grams and 5 gram cards. It's free to join, and by becoming a part of that, I can go ahead and be in at a home-based business that operates literally in 149 countries. The last one we just added on was Mozambique, actually a place I want to go visit. We get paid by telling other people about this. As they say, gold. We get paid by in euros on a MasterCard simply by sharing this with others when they get their account. Had a little interesting thing. I woke up today. Generally, we get paid every Friday, and in euros. And I looked in my account and I saw something. There was a category that was missing was 0, so I knew I have euros there. So I checked my MasterCard, and sure and behold, we had got paid. We had got paid to about 2 days early. Don, is it Tuesday or Wednesday today?
Wednesday.
Okay, it's Wednesday. And so I called up Dynas and I did something to him that he usually does to me. So Dynas, man, we got paid early. Dynas says, so you got a problem? Yeah, that's what you No, I'm cool with it, man. But that was good. That was good. It was nice to go ahead and have that income in consistently coming in. But Dynas, I've been get paid consistently every Friday, once a month for months. That's what we do. And so as we gather gold is money. We increase our net worth. We help other people increase their net worth. It's a home-based business, so that allows us to minimize our tax burden because you can write off things with a business that you cannot touch with just a regular W-2 employee. We can will this to our children. Not only can I will my gold, to my dependents, or not. I don't have any dependents. I can.
You will.
Perhaps, but I can. Say for something, I could take this, and with my holdings, it's going to be pretty substantial. Not only my gold back crypto, but I can say, you know what, Dynas, that little boy of yours, I know you can do it. I'm paying for master's hold 4 years of college. I know you can do it. No big deal, man. But I just want to give in. I don't have a little boy. Let me just throw him out there. But let me just throw him out there. But in order for me to do that, he has to go to the University of Alabama. And okay, you know, you send them anywhere else, man, you pay for it. We agree. So just little things like that. So you can leave a legacy. And the important things, ladies and gentlemen, this business is not dependent on that system out there. You said, well, people, I've often heard statements that don't make sense. And, you know, I understand people, you know, just saying that without really thinking the question through. Well, a lot of people don't have money to buy stuff. No, they have bad spending habits.
You can't count.
They have bad spending habits because how you been living so far. You know, I mean, this right here, you can pick up, and you go on your Carrot Bar website right now. I picked up a couple of these. That's about 7.82 euros, or roughly about a little over about $8, or much as a Happy Meal or a Wendy's meal or wherever you want to eat. You know, so yes, you can. Your job will finance your freedom. I mean, you can go out there and get Air Jordans, and you can go out there and pay. This is about the subscription of a Netflix a month.
Right.
Okay. And so as we're acquiring that gold, we're increasing our wealth, and then we get paid off the efforts of others. So it's a collective, you know, and just like your boss, they get paid off the efforts of everyone else. Dynas, I read an article, and you probably could look it up while I'm talking right now. The president of AT&T, you know, okay. he retired.
Okay.
Good for him. $249,000 per month for life.
How much?
$249,000 per month for life. Per month for life. Right. You guys weep about the politicians, and you know, and thinking they go, you know, often they come in and struggling, and then when they leave out, they're multi-millionaires. Don't read too much for President Barack. He's already a multi-millionaire through his book sales.
Hold on. Let me stop you right there. They're saying that he might be the first president to become a billionaire.
Well, you know, him and his wife got a nice speaking circle, you know, and he's very popular, so that puts him on the $100 per speech category. You know, William Jefferson Clinton was doing it. Plus, both him and President Clinton receive $450,000 per presidential salary for life.
Are you serious?
Yeah. You don't know about that?
I didn't know that.
Oh yeah, they're $450,000 a year for life, plus Secret Service protection, plus other perks that they have. Yeah, they're straight. They're straight. Speaker of the House is somewhere like $230,000 for life. Mm-hmm. You know, you know, like Nancy Pelosi, and there was a guy that retired from the Speaker of the House, Paul Ryan. You know, he's still collecting his salary, so they're fine, you know. So certain positions, man, that it's practically unparalleled what they can do. You got to put yourself in those positions. No, I'm not necessarily talking about running with politics. Hopefully, if that's what you want to do, I'm talking to statesman. A statesman is a person who really cares about the people in the country. You know, a politician is the person who cares about himself and those private donors. You know, the big business that put him in where he can amass power. That's the difference. You know, and so whatever you decide to do, but nevertheless, what they are tapping into a stream of income that's outside the normal. See, there was a guy and there was a lady at AT&T who worked just as long as the president. Right. But guess what? They ain't get they're not getting the $239,000 per month. They probably get their, like, maybe their pension, and let's just say the pension even pays them $80,000 a month. Okay, but they don't have a lot of perks like that person would, because they wasn't in that position. You know, in life, literally is about proper position. It really is. It's about proper position. The better position you are, you know, the more your wealth can increase simply because of your positioning. Well, Fitzgerald, how does it relate to this? Good God, I showed you guys yesterday and with my website, and Dynas loaded up on the screen. It's going over a couple of things for those who saw it. You know, my position is a big reason why I have a global team. a global team all around the world approaching 12,000 affiliates. Because of my position. I mean, there's still billions of people out there later, there's people that many dwarf my team, but because of the duplication factor, and Dynas has experienced that, and other people in his team has experienced that, because where your position in life is powerful. And so positioning matters and networks matter. You have to create a wealth network. A lot of times people say, well, I have a network. They're just talking about connections. Can you help me get a job, like on a LinkedIn network or a Facebook network? That's good. But most of those people are using those networks for connection. There are other people who they use their networks to amass wealth and power. See, they know people who know people in certain networks, and the cost of admission is you have to put them in a position for them to win too. And so what if you could build a gold network? What if you could build a gold network that you don't necessarily have to know the people? You just you just go ahead and have them become a part of your network, and then you receive paid simply because of their building their network, simply because they're in your network. It's the same corporate titan concept. Now, imagine you have no geographical areas. Imagine out of 194 countries that there are on the world, that you can operate out of 149 of them. Now, imagine that you can do it from a cell phone,
right, or
a computer on your time. Imagine, like, when someone tells you how to stay home order. My business and mine and Dynas's business, Carrot Bars, it don't care about no stay home order. Heck, a lot of times we stay in home anyway to build our business. Right. And imagine when people come in there, they're not doing this for you. They're not doing this when they see an opportunity like Dynas and myself. They're doing it for him. Dynas didn't do this business for me. He did it for him and his family. I certainly didn't do this business for Michael Delco. He did it for him and his family. Michael Delco didn't do it for Nate. He did it for him. Michael Delco did it for him and his family. But because I happen to be a part of those networks, not only they benefit from my efforts, and the efforts that my team is in, other people keep benefiting from that too. Everyone should acquire gold. I don't care really what you're doing. Everyone should acquire gold to, just for their portfolio. Gold is money. I mean, gold is in the bull market right now. I mean, it's trading well over $1,700 an ounce, and it's going to keep going up. It's going to keep going up. Meanwhile, we see goods and services constantly increasing, and not necessarily really increasing as much, but it's just inflation is increasing, and it's eroding the purchasing power of your dollar. Therefore, it takes more dollars to buy the same amount of goods that it used to 5 years and 10 years from now. Right now, we're seeing a real high increase with foods, especially fresh meats.
Right.
Especially fresh meats and stuff.
Yeah,
go ahead.
High increase in Chick-fil-A too.
Yeah, well, I've left Chick-fil-A alone for a while. I've been pretty good. My waistline is all the more beneficial for it. But so you have to create that. If there is a global pandemic that's shutting down the economic system, and it didn't ask your permission to do it. If there is a situation where the stock market is going up and down because it's nothing but it's running off of borrowed money. Okay, if your pensions have been assaulted and your 401s are losing value because they're attached to the stock market for the most part, if governments don't have revenue coming in, they're going to have to raise taxes, and particularly property taxes, because those are what funds your schools. Even though the schools are closed, they're eventually going to go up. And it's been my understanding that once the government gets a tax raise, very rarely do they give it back. Very rarely they give it back. You see these, like, I don't know where many of you are living, but when I lived up in New York, they was notorious up there for having tolls. Well, those roads that they have for the tolls, those tolls pay for those roads through right. 2 or 3 times over. Yet they still didn't do away with the tolls. And so the government's going to not give that back. So you need something, and you need something that operates outside that system. Perfect thing, gold. As you acquire it, it keeps going up in value. It uses a duplication, and leverage concept. What is leverage? Not only are you getting paid off of your work ethics, but you're also getting paid of not efforts, but you're also getting receiving compensation from the work efforts of other people in your network. You have a business that's going to instantly allow you to take advantage of a couple of the tax deductions that small businesses for, and you have a component that you can leave your business to your heirs. So it would still keep paying them, if not more than what it's paying you now, because over time this thing is going to grow massive. And so what we do, we decided, like as Prince Diane Samir said, we set up our own gold franchise. We get 1 to 4 business packages. You either get a VIP package, which what Dynas and I are in. That's about 4,900 euros because the company is German. But both Dynas and I have 2 business packages. I'm a VIP in my personal account, and I'm a VIP in my business account, because Karatbars allows you to keep 2 accounts. And when for those who wish to call me, I can talk to you about that, privately, why I do that. And then you can receive a gold business account, 2,200 euros, a silver business account, about 595 euros, and a bronze business account, which is about 180 euros. Okay. Now, so the difference is this. When you have a business package, you put yourself in position to get paid 5 times a month instead of 1. You can't earn money once a month with Karatbars, provided you have production through your network, and once you release like your thing, your organization acquires like $15 in euros, then you get a payout. Anything under that, you don't. I know a man personally makes several $1,000s just from once a month dual team payout. And he says that pays all his bills. Right now he probably don't have any Dynas, because the cat's pretty much, he has done extremely well with this, but he worked for it. And so every time when you get a business packet, you also get 10% of whatever the business package was someone you personally sponsor. For example, let's just say you have a silver packet and you want to come in at least a silver packet, and we have a good reason for that. So you got a silver package, and you ask me, hey Fitzgerald, you keep the income options open. I'm like, what? You look for ways to make money? You absolutely. Hey, I'm going to send you a video, and it takes 30 minutes. Just go ahead and watch it. Okay. And I say, great. Okay. They follow up with me. I ask the 2 questions. Did you see the video? And do you see an opportunity for yourself? Absolutely. Let's go ahead and get your free account signed up, because Karatbars handles all your marketing for free for you. And then I'll say, I get to explain in the business package, say which one you want. Hey, I want the VIP. I want to max out the top of the compensation plan right away. Okay. And just because he did that, let's say that person's Dynas, and just because Dynas, just because I said yes to Dynas, I received like 10% of that package, of 400 something euros, just because he said yes. Plus, right. I get what's called units, and with a business package, you have units, and units are money in the Karatbars universe. You have 2 teams or 2 teams alone, a left team and a right team. Okay, and so when you have 25 units on one side, 50 units on another side, you get a dual team payout. Now, units can come from people purchasing gold, from people purchasing a computer, from people purchasing the ATM machine, from people purchasing package. No matter what, anytime someone purchases something, it generates a unit based on the price of that item. Well, when you get 25 units on one side, 50 units on another side, you're going to get a dual team payout. If you're like Dynas and I, every time that happens, we receive a dual team payout of 80 euros. But forget about talking about us. Let's talk about you. Okay, 80 euros every time that happens. And plus there are other bonuses that can be associated with it. All right, and because of that package. Let's say if you receive a gold package, 25 units on one side, 50 units on another side, you're going to receive a dual team payout of 60 euros, 20 euros less than a VIP, but nevertheless 60 euros. If you have a silver package, 25 units on one side, 50 units on another side, you're going to receive a dual team payout of 50 euros. And if you have a bronze package, 25 units on one side, 50 units on another side, you're going to receive a dual team payout of 40 euros. Other words, you being a bronze, you being a VIP and me being a bronze, you get paid double what I get for doing the exact same amount of work. So that's why you want to be a VIP. Plus, there's other bonus levels that you get. So VIP is definitely a place to be. But get in when you fit in. That's exactly what both Dynas and I did. And now we got to bring the work. It's our job to go ahead and our job to go ahead and talk to people to expand this. Oh, with each package, you do receive gold. The higher the package, the more gold you receive. And it is tax deductible, so you have a savvy accountant. You can write that off at the end of your taxes, at the end of the year. And so all we simply do, just save gold. Tell a lot of people, make a lot of money. Now, do you have to tell people? No, we have plenty of people. Just all they want to do is just all they want to do. They're in the game. They stay in the game because all they just want this. They're not interested in doing anything else. They're in a different situation. Maybe they just don't want to. They just don't want to do it. Okay, they don't need the income, for that. But they see that what gold is doing. They want to acquire gold. Actually, Carrot Bars has a system where you can actually receive free gold. And I can go over that later for those who call. No, let me go over it now. Let's just say you get at least a gram of gold a month, and you have to have a package for ours with this. You get at least a gram of gold a month. And you get 5 people also save a gram of gold a month. We call it auto save, just at least a gram of gold a month. And you're doing that for a year along with 5 other people who are doing that for a year. Carrot Bars sends you 20 grams of free gold every month for free,
depending on your performance.
Yeah, for free. As long as those conditions are met. Let's say you can receive free packages. Let's just say you start off with a silver packet, and this applies with bronze and in gold, the gold too. Obviously if you're a VIP, you don't need a free package because you're up at at the highest level there. But they also have a nice incentive. Dynastic, you have a VIP package and you bring 5 VIPs, they have a nice little incentive in for you there too. But so you get a silver packet. Okay, you pay your money and you get to work. No, you're not interested in trying this. You're going to interested in doing this. You have your income goals, you have your time that you want to do it, and you have Dynas and I have wealth builders, and we're working to create that wealth for you. Okay, and so you have 5 weeks from the time you get your package, and this is very, very important. And so 5 weeks, you receive a silver package. Let's say you get on fire. You're plugging in. You made your list. You're contacting people, and then let's just say within 5 weeks you register 5 silvers or above at your level. 5 silvers or above. Carrot Bars is going to automatically upgrade you to a gold package. In other words, that's 2,200 euros that they just gave to you. Plus, you get paid at the higher amount. But let's just say like you're like a Michael Delco, or you like somebody who really want it. You accomplish your silver goal in 2 weeks. You still have 3 weeks remaining. So you go ahead and sponsor 5 people who are gold or above, and you're going to automatically be upgraded to level like Dynas and I or VIP or $4,900 package given to you for free. So you add 4,900 plus 2,200. That's almost like that's well over 6,000 euros that you just earned process of your production. Dynas earned a free VIP. That's how you got a second VIP package. He didn't have to pay the 4,900 euros. Okay, and so by the way, once you accomplish that, the money you you ask for your silver, you're going to get that almost back times 2. You're going to get that back times 2. So now you're totally in the black, and it's about your hustle. My sponsor, Michael Delco, he retired from a 6-figure mortgage banking job in 103 days off a silver package. But he contacted 300 people in 1 month. He wanted to be free. So you can do that if you're willing to do what he does. And many people who have really taken action on this to really put something together for them. And I think that was pretty much work. And Michael won't argue about you on that. When he walked away from job 6 years ago, he's never punched a clock again. That's the man that called me. We used to serve in ministry together. So I'm 3 days older than him. So I had the thing like if Michael could do it, I knew I could too.
Right.
Dynas had the thing that he could do it. If I could do it, he could too. As a matter of fact, Dynas and I wasn't even worried about what everybody else was doing. We knew what we can do. See, we don't gauge. We measure by ourselves.
Right.
We measure by ourselves. Many people don't have that, but we have a component in our life. We're not starstruck. We don't need to watch great people do things and talk about their lifestyle, because we go out there and create our own. It's very important that you have that, because you after a while you get tired of, well, so and so can do certain thing. Barack can take Michelle all around the world, and and this leader can do that, and that leader can do this, and they can do this for their family. They can do after a while, like, please, you know what? That's cool. I'm grateful for you, but I want to do the same thing for me in my house. And so I know I have to get out there and work. So that's what I mean, not starstruck, the groupie mentality. In other words, if you have that, you'll go to people and say, what do you think? What do you think about me trying to be free and financially free in my life? What do you think about building? And if they just so-called veto it, especially there's someone who's close to you, got some power, you'll fold up and roll over. Because you're like, oh, bye, they didn't like it. I guess it really must not be for me. Or if you don't have that component, and let's say you're going to take some no's in this business, and if you hear a couple of no's, you just roll over and die. Okay, I guess I'm back. Go ahead and keep looking for my stimulus check. You're not going to make it. Mm-hmm. You're not going to make it. You got to have.
Let me check on my check.
Yeah, man. Don't even worry about checking on mine. You got to have a thing like, okay, this is where I'm going for the direction of my family. I don't care who is not going with me. I'm going to build, and I'm going to be successful in this. Dynas, I remember when I was a freshman at Alabama State University in Montgomery, and we was in orientation. I was an 18-year-old kid. Mm-hmm. The guy said, look to your left, look to your right, look behind you, look in front of you. 3 of y'all ain't going to be here and are not going to graduate. And I looked like, please, hey, that's on them. I'm getting up out of here. And I'm a college graduate. I just had that determination. Because you know what? I knew that I had to win. I had to what my thing of winning. And even back then, I suffered from a thing that I couldn't stand, being poor. I just didn't like being without resources. I just couldn't stand it. It was like being in a prison to me. And I just didn't, but I knew no one's going to give me anything. I knew, fortunately, from the farm I came from, they gave me a good work ethic. But I had to learn about business principles. Still, that hasn't changed. And that now that I'm in my 50s right now, I believe it more than ever, because I know that you cannot depend on jobs and you can't depend on other people, except in rare cases, to take care of you. You have to have your own resources. You have to have your own independence, and it's vital. You can't depend on husband and wife to take care of you. What if something happens to them? Even great intentions, that they love you and everything, wonderful. I'm glad you got that. But what if they're removed? You got to have a self-preservation mechanism in you in order to push ahead, regardless of who's pushing with you. If you have someone to run with, great. Dynas and I, man, I love the fact that I have him to run with, but he doesn't run because of me. And I certainly don't run because of him. I love the fact that I have Michael Delco to run with, but Michael's not running with me. Michael, and I'm not running with him. Michael's running his own race. I'm running my own race. Dynas is running his own race. And so much you run your own race to your freedom, what you're trying to get, and we have to be urgency about it. We have to be really, really urgent about it, because time is limited. God Almighty only gives us so much on his earth. So we have to be serious about that, and so we're looking, how do I put my time? What do I put my time in something that's going to give me the biggest bang, the biggest investment return, and the biggest benefit from it? Well, Carrot Bars, the product is gold. It's constantly going up in value. No minimums, no maximum to acquire. Okay. Operates a home-based business. Tax returns, you can minimize it. I keep emphasizing that because it's so important. You got to find a way to minimize taxes. I can leave this to my spouse or my children, or any other dependents, or my corporation one set up. So I can leave literally generational wealth. The Bible says a good man leaves an inheritance for his children's children. So in my understanding of things, if you're not at least thinking 2 generations behind, you're failing financially. Okay, not my words. No, I mean tough words, but it's absolutely true. It's high time out leaving the next descendants a bunch of bills and a house that really ain't paid for, and they can't keep it because they can't afford the property taxes, or it's just high time out for that foolishness. So you need to leave your next generation assets, and finally you need to have a leverage component in that. Not only you're receiving paid for your work that you do, hardworking man, hardworking woman, you need to have that in place, but you need to get paid off of other people's leverage, just like these titans of CEOs and how they get paid. And it's a reason that guy's making $239,000, because all several thousand of those employees, he was getting compensation from each and single one of them. There's a reason, plus his compensation. That doesn't count as stock options they don't talk about. Sometimes like these airline CEOs, they get lifetime flight privileges. I told a story one time. I met an employee from Eastern Airlines. I met him in Stockbridge, Georgia. Diane has to know exactly where it is. And I was talking to him.
This is a long time ago. This is for Delta.
Yeah. He was retired from Eastern Airlines. Eastern Airlines is out of business, but they were very powerful. I'm talking like on Delta type power, but they're gone now. Well, he would tell, he had unlimited flight privileges. Now, he wasn't a big time executive, just an employee. And they had that perk right there. Well, he would just go like he could go anywhere in the world. And so sometimes he would go down to Hartsfield-Jackson Airport. He'll just get on the plane and he'll just sit there, look at the thing and say, I want to go to Paris. He'll go there and he would fly to Paris and just walk around in the airport and read a newspaper. Then he'll jump back and come home. Okay. Like, and like, why'd he just come home? Because he didn't make enough money to enjoy Paris. He didn't make enough money to really pay for the hotels there. He couldn't really see the city. He could go there, but he couldn't do anything. Imagine that, working all that time. You got that perk, but you can't really do anything with it. So if you don't have both time and money, you're still in bondage. So you have to eliminate both of those. Many of people I'm talking to on the stream, you're highly paid professionals. Great. A lot of you guys are even working from home right now and everything. But the problem is this: in order to make that highly good income that you have, you got to work about 60 to 80 hours a week at the expense of your health, at the expense of your family, and sometimes at the expense of your mental peace. And then you got the other quadrant, where you have all the time you want. You just ain't making any money. Those are your part-timers and a lot of your contract workers and all that kind of stuff. You're just not making any money. So you have to have both. You must have both. And so Carrot Bars will give you both time and financial freedom. I'm sorry, you will give yourself both time and financial freedom by working this vehicle called Carrot Bars. And Diane and I are well on our way to doing that. And it's a fun ride. And all we're doing is just meeting a bunch of super cool people, on the stream, and we're talking to them, and they have their goals, and we're just helping them reach that, and helping them build what they want to do. I mean, we have our cryptocurrency in place, our gold-backed cryptocurrency with KBC. It's doing all right. It's going to do much better, And so we have these instruments that's constantly growing our wealth, and we just share other people how to do that too. And with 1 million affiliates in Carrot Bars now, 1 million with a population of somewhere close to 8 to 9 billion people. I mean, there's plenty of room for growth. You haven't missed the boat. I truly believe that some of the largest income earners, Diane, I said it many times, I still stick to it. I truly believe some of the largest income earners, in the world of Carrot Bars have not even gotten in yet. What if you bring them in? I'm certainly looking for them. Dynas is certainly looking for them. And finally, Warren Buffett said, if you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you're going to work until you die. And that is literally true. If you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you're going to work until you die. Fitzgerald Stephens says, if you don't make moves, moves will be made on you.
Right.
You know, if you don't make moves, moves will be made on you. And we're seeing that every day now. And Fitzgerald Stephens also says, if you are one of those persons that you say you work hard for your money, you're doing it wrong.
Right.
Your money must work hard for you. Your money's job is to go out and bring back more money. God made everything to produce after his own kind. So if your money's sleeping in some saving account that's paying dang near practically negative interest, it ain't bringing no money back for you. You're working. If you're sitting around there working hard for your money at 2 o'clock in the morning, sitting on the computer doing things instead of your money working, being up on the computer 2 o'clock in the morning, you sleeping, you know, you're doing it wrong. You know, because you can only work, you only have so much life energy left to, you know, to give. You can't be in 2 and 3 places at once. On with this business, with the use of this or this right here. One's the blockchain phone from Carrot Bars right here. The other is my personal Galaxy. With this right here, I can literally be in London right after I get off the stream. I can be in Melbourne, Australia. I can be in Lagos, Nigeria, Johannesburg, South Africa, you know, Zurich, Switzerland, you know, Toronto, Canada, Trinidad, Tanzania, Uganda. And I have businesses and I have business apartments and business in all those countries I just named just because of this Carrot Bar business. Oh, which I run for Tampa. Sometimes I run it when I'm on the bike trail. You know, someone give me a call, I pull over and talk to them, you know, and, you know, grow my business from there because I own my time because of this. And so that's what we're doing. Now take action. Go ahead and register your free account. You know, Dynas's link is running down to running on the bottom right there. You're going to get your free account here too. You will never see my account up on his stream, nor do we allow anyone else's account on his stream. It's his stream. It's his channel. Okay. And so register for free. It takes 7 minutes. Okay. After you have successfully completed that, you're going to get an email from Carrot Bars. Just go ahead and verify your account. They want to make sure, you know, that you did this properly. Then you're going to receive a call from Dynas. He's going to help you with your business package. He's going to get you saved up on autosave, and then he's going to have you call me. He's going to give you my personal number, and it's going to ring to this phone right here. You know, Fitzgerald, why you give out your personal numbers? Man, I want people to find me. That's what you know. The thing that makes my phone smart is that it makes me money. You know, and so therefore, if a phone is not making you money, there's an opposite term for that. And so I'm going to train you and go over, show you how to maneuver through your website, show you how to do your business. I'm going to do a goal statement with you. Find out why you're doing this. And as I said many a times, if you're doing this business and you don't have a reason why you're doing it, do not join. Man, that's harsh, Fitzgerald. No, that's the truth, because you're not going to do anything. This is not a club. We're in this to change our financial destiny. Now you can join, but you know what? If you're not going to do anything, why waste any more of your time? You might as well keep staying on the job and hope they give a couple extra hours, or hope you can find another job or whatever. But if you come into this, we're going to find out what you want. Don't tell me you want to make more money. Okay, I got a $2 bill in my toolbox. I can give that to you. You know, I want to make in about 6 months, 7 months, I have a goal that I want to make 2,000, 3,000 extra euros per week. Okay, that's doable. We can show you how to do that. Both Prince Amir and I can show you how to do that. I want to acquire 100 grams of gold within a year. That's doable. We can show you how to do that with the business paying for it. I want to pay off my student loan debt. I want to put a down payment on my first home. I want to buy a few more stocks. Well, how much money you need? Well, I need about $10,000. When do you want it? I need to capture that in about 120 days. Okay. We will work, but this is what it's going to take. That's what I mean by a goal. And if you have that goal, it'll be easier for you, you know, to stick to this, because this is not a job, ladies and gentlemen. No one wakes us up. No one, Dynas doesn't call me and say, Fitzgerald, you need to get your butt out there to work on your carrot bars. And I certainly don't do that to him.
Go to vacation, no
You
vacation.
know, I don't do, nor someone say, hey, I don't have to ask someone, can I get approved to go to vacation? I don't have to ask someone, hey, you know what? I need to go see my parents up in Southeast Alabama, about 7 hours away from Tampa. Is it all right for me to go? I don't need to ask nobody that. I don't need to ask someone, can I get a raise? You know, but I can't sit around there and sit in the bed all day and hoping the phone is going to magically ring and hopefully someone's going to magically join. I got to work this. You know, when we come on 1 o'clock, we're working, and so much you. There's a stream that Dynas did yesterday that I asked you guys, really looked over and said about, what was that? 7 things to run a business, Dynas?
From home, yeah.
You know, 7 things to run a business. Get dressed. Okay, this is my natural mode of dressing. I've kind of went away from it a little bit. You guys been seeing me with sweatshirts on and, you know, t-shirt. That's not my bent. My bent is like a business casual, like I'm right now. Dynas asked me about this. I said, man, this is the way I used to go to work. You know, this is how I used to show up to work. So if I'm working on the stream, this is how I'm going to show up. Okay, and so you get dressed. Decide a workplace or your home office. This is my home office that you guys see. So everything's set up around in here. I can't work upstairs because there's a couch up there, refrigerators up there, and I get too distracted. So I have to be away from that. I wouldn't be laying on the couch at work, you know, constantly keep going in the vending machine at work. You know, I wouldn't do that. So if I'm working, I have to discipline for myself. I have to be more disciplined to be working with someone else. Keep defined working hours. How much time you want to put into this? You know, you say, well, maybe I can give 2 hours a day. Well, that's great. Just stick to it. And then as it goes up, you can put more in it. Build transition in and out of work. That means breaks. You know, sometimes on works, people get about 2 breaks if they like work 8 hours or an hour lunch. Well, you need to do the same thing here. You need to give yourself some, you know, your cigar smoker. Well, give yourself a cigar break. You like to work out in your lunch break. Sometimes like people have clubs. Okay, well, you got an hour. Well, you know, work out in your home. Go ahead and do that. You know, do what you normally do, but you know, be sure you're coming back for work because you have those defined work of those hours. Avoid distractions. You know, if your children can't call you every 5 minutes on your job, don't have them interrupt you every 5 minutes when you're working on your home-based business. You're not going to call and talk to your boo about 2 hours in work, you know, while on the company client. Don't do it here. You know, do this work like you would work. You know, work like that's how you work, and be disciplined. And business and pleasure don't mix. You know, you either do it, you know, when you work, when you play, you play. You can't do both. Okay, not make money. Communicate. Well, that's easy. You know, you're going to have my personal cell number, and mostly on the front line for Dynas. So he's going to recommend you. And when you call me, I'm going to have you my personal number. Generally, I plug you in my phone. Well, communicate. Okay, Fitzgerald, I have this issue, or I'm trying to get this, or what do you think about this course of action? What do you think how you want to do this? Understand you don't work for me, but I have been highly successful with my experience and with my numbers. I mean, I have the euros and I have the team to prove that. So, you know, I know what the heck I'm doing, but that doesn't stop me from calling Michael Delco, who's more successful than me, you know, and communicating. And when I mean communicating, I ain't talking about, man, what do you think? Who's better, LeBron or Michael? Man, dude, get off my stream. No, those cats are fine. I don't need to talk about frivolous. How's this making us money? And often some of you have heard me say that. Okay, we're fine. I understand what's going on, but tell me, how's this making us money? This conversation right here. I'm always going to put you back on your goals because, you know, you're trying to pay that student loan debt, and I have to roll like that. But you have to talk to me. You know, and you know, eventually you'll be able to, by plugging in wealth builders, you'll be just as good, if not better than I am, and you'll know how to handle these little things. And don't forget to socialize. Man, you can't always work. Break it up. You know, my socializing is on the bike trail. You know, I'm like one of those loner cats, you know, so I do a lot of stuff by myself. You know, I can read and go work out by myself, or, you know, I don't really need to be around a whole lot of people. You know, although I can be, but that's really, you know, it's not a need for me. So, but you better believe I'm on the phone with Dynas and Amir every single day.
True.
And you know, every single day. So I do that sometimes several times a day. And what are you guys talking about, Fitzgerald?
Business.
What are you Dinez talking about? How we can help our affiliates grow the team better. What were they communicated with? Did they get set up with their package properly? Are their KYCs uploaded? Do we need to go on? Do one of us need to go on to one of their YouTube channels and talk to their people like I'm talking for Dynasty? That's what we talk about. What we don't talk about anymore, Alabama, Georgia football. We spent years in that foolishness. It wasn't making us a dime. He's a University of Georgia a graduate. I'm a University of Alabama graduate. Wasn't making us a dime. Just wasted conversation. Now we talk about moves. Hey, how's your little boy? What are we doing to move this thing forward? Okay, let's go ahead and put a dent on helping you pay off your house. Let's go ahead and expand your channel, Fitzgerald. Cut this thing out right here. You're trying to trim your body down. This is what I need you to do. This is how I need you to work out. That circuit training you told me about with the ab wheel, 40, 20, 20. I just finished doing that before I made the show. Okay. Just finished doing it a couple of times because you put that in my head. And so this is what we're talking about. I mean, we have fun, but until we reach our goal, the fun component is really not there for us yet because we got things we need to do. He's a big traveler with Africa. He has a lot of his business over there, and I want to go there, and it's going to take funds to do that. And so yeah, we can break it up a little bit, and you can break it up a little bit, but do you have to do what we do? Absolutely not. It's your business, but our way works. Our way will get you successful because our way has been taught by us by Michael Delco and Ty Bess and Tammy Morris and Shirlane Goldberg. These are all people who are free in this game. And so I want to be free, and I want to do what they do what they're doing too. Those guys who I just named, Miss Tanisha Glassman, they're probably sipping smoothies somewhere. But you better believe, when they come on here and they talk and they contact people, they're working, and because they have to they get themselves in a position where they want to be to accomplish their goals. So that's it. We're here to support you, and as I have often said, we're looking for business partners. Make no doubt about it. Like any business, we want to expand. Like any brand, we want to expand. And so we're looking for that. But I already told you who we're looking to work with because I just don't work with everybody. I don't. You have to have something you want. You have to have a goal that you're going after. But if you just going to go try it, don't do that. Don't call me. Like, dang, Fitzgerald, that's hard. No, it's not. It's the truth. Because I've got too many people that I can't call and who want to work with me. Plus, I like to take care of myself. I like to sleep. I like to go down these Florida beaches sometime. I like to do things. So I much rather work with someone who is really, really excited about them and their family's life and willing to work for it. For that person, Dinaz, man, the beach can wait. The bike ride can wait. Sometimes food can wait with me. Because I gotta make myself available for them, and for that person, hey, you're the one we're looking for. And so, thank you guys for listening to us. We come on here talking about it because the times are forcing us to.
Right.
The times are forcing us to. It's a lot of people hurting out there, and some people are like, God, send me something. Well, here it is. Often opportunities come dressed in work clothes. That's why people don't recognize them. They often come dressed as work clothes. And people don't recognize it, or it comes in a package that doesn't look familiar with you, or it could come through different skin color, different social orientation in you, and you reject the message because of the package it was delivered by. That's not cool. I'm African who happens to live in America. So just because I grew up in America, that doesn't mean I can't relate to humanity, black, white, anyone, over at people in the African continent, anyone. I'm looking to help people, set people's lives free because I know by me doing that, it's going to it's going to do the same with me. Dinaz, I'm finished, man. It's been a great day. Man, I gotta go ahead and take care of a couple things right here, but I make myself available, for those like I wish what's more about. Okay, please go to therealmoney.info, therealmoney.info. It's therealmoney.info. if it will give you a good explanation, or if you're saying like, I'm ready to go now, well, contact Prince Amir. Just go ahead and sign up on his link. And if you're having trouble doing that, give me a call. 1-716-573-6296. 1-716-573-6296. I have Dynas's link. I'll easily just go ahead and register you myself and go over that and get you straight there. And so it's no problem. We're here to help you. Dynas, thank you for your time, man. You can have the closing words. It's your platform.
Hey, everyone, thank you so much for joining. As Fitzgerald said, my affiliate link is in the chat room. It's also on the screen and will be in the description for those who watch the playback. Again, thank you for joining us. Click on the link, sign up as an affiliate. I will personally call you and we will get you guys up and running. Make sure you go to dynasamir.com, like, share, and subscribe to the content, and go to amazon.com and buy the book, guys. Buy the book, Sales Motivation 101. Get off your butt and cold call. Go and support. Until next time, family. Dynasty Search for Huru.
Hey, Dynas, I want to say something real quick before you close out. You know what? It's taken a while, almost a year, but you guys are leaving some very, very positive content and feedback. I mean, we so appreciate that. I mean, we even welcome the negative feedback too. And you notice I don't really address the negative comments anymore. But I like to thank you guys who are actually coming on here. We're seeing some regulars, Angelica, Miss Ballard. I see that name often pops up there. And I just thank you, because we like to know that we're being effective. As far as with this. Now, Dynas has an incredible channel. He does African things, African issues, and I'm a big fan of Search for Huru. Believe me, I'm a big fan of Dynas Amir, and I watch those. I watch certain people like the Diaspora channel. I want to start watching the African Superstar, although I haven't had the pleasure of meeting her. I know her through Dynas, and she's been on one of his streams. So just with different contents. But what you're seeing us doing right now, and what you're seeing me do, if you're an affiliate and you have a channel and you want me to come on there and talk to your people, just like I'm doing Dynas, no problem. I have my own YouTube channel. But so we're just trying to get the word out, so we will help you. But thank you so much for this positive feedback. It just means the world, as far as to hear that, because everyone wants to know if they're making a difference. And Dynas and I are human too. So we depend on that feedback. And so please hit that like button, please hit that share button. Please subscribe to this channel. I know this man is giving out incredible content, and so let's support him. But purchase his books. This book will help you. This book will help you with this business. This, for those, I don't know how to really talk to people. Well, here it is. Here it is right here, and so it's your future belongs to you. And it's the greatest time in the world right now to be alive. It's more opportunity in the history of the world right now. Right the heck now. But it's not on someone's job. It's in cyberspace. It's on the World Wide Web. It's an e-business. That's where it is right now. And what I like about that, Dynas, cats can't discriminate you on that.
Right.
Your skin color don't got a thing to do with that. Your ideals don't have colors. You can put a GoFundMe page together. You can put a Cash App link, and you can raise capital. You don't need to do a lot of banks. Right. You can create all kinds of revenue streams, as far as with this. And that's what I like so much about this World Wide Web thing. And that's where business is right now. Prince Amir, love you, brother. You be blessed. And ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for hearing us out.
Everyone, thank you so much for joining. Again, like, share, subscribe. Till next time. Peace.